Sweet. I went to the store today and got some blueberry bushes. As you can see, they're really young. But we're going to put these down. And over the years, these honeybees that I got in the yard, they're going to use them. So, and I get some really awesome pancakes. I also picked up a couple of packs of these bleeding heart perennials. And we're going to lay these down too. You can see that these, when these flower, they make a little heart shape. It dangles down, and it's got a little, it's white on the bottom, which the bees are attracted to more than the red color. So let's go put these down. Alright, we got our hole dug for the blueberry bush. And you want to, let's take it out of the bag. Now these are wrapped with a little bit of soil around them, and they got this little paper around them. You can leave that paper there. Okay, you want to knock just a little bit of this from around the stem, and you can see where it's cut right here. That's where you want to plant it, just below this node, and have that stick up just a little bit above the level of the soil. I mean, just, you know, maybe a pinker fingernail length below that. So I'm going to leave the paper on it, and it's going to leave the moisture inside where they watered it at the store. It's still got some moisture in there, some good moisture. So you want to kind of break this up. This soil I got around here it's a lot of clay. A little bit of sand in it, but it's a lot of clay. It's really rich in iron. My hole digger's trying to attack me. You see that? But over the years, this is a really young plant, and it's going to take several years for it to get big enough to where it's really making a difference in the yard. But I'll have blueberries from now on. I don't have any blueberries planted in the yard yet. This is the first one. And I like to mound these up just a little bit where they cover. Like I said, just make sure it's just below the stem is where the level of the soil. This is going to settle in some. It'll drop down some. And let's get some mulch, and we're going to cover this right around this little area right here with some mulch. And so we want to make sure that we cover up. You see where I got a little bit of this dark soil that's left, and a little bit of this paper sticking out? You want to completely cover that up with a layer of the soil that you got here in your yard. And you see it's a little bit mounded in the middle, and that's okay. You just get you some pine straw and leaves and such. You don't have to buy any mulch. You can just use what's laying around the yard. And that's one blueberry bush. I'm going to come back and do another one a little bit down this way. And then we're going to put these bleeding hearts in the ground. Alright, let's get this bleeding heart down here in the ground. And got the bag cut open, and we're going to dump this out. See what we got. I'm going to dump the package out. It came with a little bit of soil, and let's get a good look at it. Alright, you can see it grows on a rhizome. This is the root of the plant, and here's the top of it where it's going to grow up this way. So these apparently they grow very similar to a daylily. So we're just going to stick this down like this with you want this tip pointing up a little bit, and you kind of hold it there and spread some dirt around. Now this is like a sandy clay mix type of soil while I'm putting this. It holds moisture fairly well. And I'm going to completely cover this up. And then when I come back and water it, that soil will set in. I'm only going to tap down the top of it. And I'm not going to push real hard, because if you do, you might snap those roots off, those rhizomes, and you don't want that. So just kind of fill this back in nice and easy, like you had it, and just kind of smooth it out on the top. And then just kind of easy tap it down to make it level so that it gets even watering. And you want to let this soil settle down by itself. Don't tap it down too hard. And that's it. And I'm going to plant 2 of these side by side so that they multiply really well. Y'all have a good one.